Yo, what's up? Here's a review for season 4 of Cobra Kai. This is a show on Netflix if you haven't seen it already. But just to say, this is a spoiler-filled review. I'm going to be going through the whole season here and just going all about my thoughts on this season, getting ready for season 5, which just came out already. And I'm doing a little bit of catch-up altogether because it took me a while to get back to this show. But man, for me, this show altogether feels most definitely like a more mature Nickelodeon TV show where, you got a little bit more of the style and feelings of something like a Modern Family with that type of, more adult type comedy there as far as just, still family friendly, but it's more mature in the comedy writing and just the writing in general, mixed with the kind of child humor of something like the later seasons of Power Rangers and stuff like that, with just alpha superpowers and stuff like that. And then you just the regular Nickelodeon type TV shows or something like Zack and Cody or Drake and Josh. It has a little bit of feel of that, or just the more teenage stuff that they used to do back in the day. For those type of TV shows, it really hits those type of piece of, even with like a little bit of Dawson Creek, something like that mixed in here too. Like, it was really interesting just to get back and watching the show and catching all those feelings again of what this show really is and how it really trips the nostalgia feel at moments, and also how it does a lot of things with its characters and how it's using them. With this series, you get the return of John Kreese from last season, but you get him going to get his returning partner from Mortal Kombat, from Karate Kid Part 3 with Terry Silver, and he comes back. He's more refined and he's kind of fixed his life, got off cocaine and stuff like that, and just got everything back together. But as John Kreese does, he gets him back into his old ways and back all hyped up and doing crazy things again. And that's where this season is leading down to, where especially where you got Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence coming together to try to band their two styles and figure out a way to beat Cobra Kai. I enjoyed a lot of what they're doing with that story here, especially with the two fathers who are trying to figure things out and going back and forth with their ideas and, whether or not they want to be a team or who can beat the Cobra Kai, what style is the best and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that. As far as their personal stuff goes, I enjoy what some of the things we're doing, like how both of their children are as somewhat children. I guess Miguel, you call him kind of a student for him. It's kind of a, coming in son for him. But, Miguel is having issues, so he goes to Daniel LaRusso for things, while Daniel LaRusso's daughter Samantha's having issues, so she goes to Johnny Lawrence for stuff, and, that caused bigger of a wedge between them at some parts. But I enjoy where they're going with that parts of the story. Some of the more teeny bopper stuff are teeny bopper. Some of the more teen, like, dramedy stuff where it's like the prom and stuff like that they had here, or different things that are going on with the school with them. I didn't love too much, but it was really interesting to see and how they played it out, and it wasn't too much of that stuff here. As far as I was talking about with the two dads going on, man, some of their arguments were too childish for me and just felt like, a simple conversation would have cleared all this up, or come on, man, you know exactly what's going on right now. Like, I don't know, it just felt like the characters were smarter than they were than the actions that they were taking on here. Like, it felt like at least Daniel LaRusso would have realized, like, I'm being tricked. Like, at certain points, it's like, it'd be better if we just stick together and stuff like that. I don't know, but I did enjoy a lot of that. And then, like I said, I enjoyed the nostalgic thing of Terry Silver coming back and how he's having a feud with everybody and just, going crazy and starting up fights and stuff. And he's even getting into his own teammates' heads, as well as John Kreese getting into his head and bringing out the fury back out of him. Like, that was a really good thing, especially when you get down to the tournament. And even before a little bit of that with John Kreese, they really surprised me what they did with John Kreese's character, and that he's starting to have different views, and he sees Robby and start to see, like, oh, let's let him do these things, or let's not do this. He sees with the girl Tori, different things and how she's acting, and starting to feel a little bit soft in the way he's taking things. So that was really interesting to see, especially when you get to the tournament where it starts off with I think it was Carrie Underwood or somebody singing at the one of the old songs from the Karate Kid movies at the beginning. But it was really interesting to see. It didn't always hit for me and stuff like that. I wish that speaking of the music, I wish that sometimes they went more of like this era music and really push something like, the kids of this era love hip hop and trap music. Let's get a little bit of that in here, and less of the kind of stuff that felt more uh, Nickelodeon TV showish type stuff. I would love it if they pushed the bar with a little bit of that. Even with some of the fight scenes, I would love it if they got a little bit crazier with that, and somebody actually get hurt badly and stuff like that. I would have loved it if early on we had some of that stuff. We got a little bit here, but not as much as I really, really wanted to see. But speaking about the tournament itself, they did a really good job with the tournament as far as deciding how it went along, playing it out. Yeah, it didn't feel real like the first Karate Kid movie. You could tell that it's a stage and all these people are extras trying to clap and stuff like that. It didn't have the whole feel of the first original Karate Kid tournament where they actually filmed that at a karate tournament and stuff like that. So it didn't really have that, but the moves were great, and I enjoyed how it went down, and where you had Hawk beating out Robby for the men's version, and then you had Tori beating out Samantha for the women's, but you find out that Terry Silver caused the cheating there and stuff like that. All that was really dope to see. But yeah, season 4, I enjoyed a good amount. I enjoyed how it's leading into the next one where Kreese is going to jail, Miguel is leaving to find his father, Johnny Lawrence is looking for him as well. They still got to figure out what they're going to do with their karate tournaments coming up, because they technically lost everything. So are they going to shut down? Are they going to combine forces to train again and really try to figure it out this time? I think it was the end of the season they had the sensei from Karate Kid 2, the younger dude, come back. I can't remember if that was just a trailer or not, but that's going to be interesting to see where it goes with there. But yeah, this is a pretty fun season. Not great, the writing is still, what it is and stuff like that. A lot of the karate is good, but it's not like you said they're watching something like a real kung fu or karate flick and everything. But for what it was, I enjoyed it and had a good amount of time watching it. So yeah, 3.25 out of 5 stars for me, man. This is a fun show to get back and watch and get acclimated back in. I'm going to try to stream through all of season 5 to give you a review on that, but I had a good amount of time watching this. So yeah, that's my review for Cobra Kai season 4. I'm out of here. Peace.